This is the highest tower in Baldur's Gate 3. I just made it myself. And now I will blow up this thing. I guess you didn't know you can do it in this game. So, hail and meshes adventures! Glad to have you in the kingdom of the mighty spot. And today I will show you 10 things you didn't know existed in Baldur's Gate and how to use these things to have more fun in the game. Don't worry if you can't understand every word. I'll be a trusty guide through the realm of Baldur's Gate 3's secrets, even with my vegetable accent. After I destroyed my tower with fire, I decided to find out what will happen if I turn whip lowest grade. Will this tower fall? But let's start with a quite easy thing. Many players don't even understand that you can do it, and those who understand don't know why you can move things. Many players think that every crate, every table, every candle bar belongs to the place developers dropped it. While it is true that Baldur's Gate 3 got nicely crafted rooms and environment, that totally makes sense. For example, fish baskets on the beach, or crates with elven bread in Elven Village, and so on. You totally can move them, and while it could sound like basic idea, it's very important. Sometimes you can just move rock and find chest under it. It's very cool, but there's always possibility that behind some crates or just under them there's secret passage. So make sure to inspect areas and move things. To do so, you need to just press and hold left mouse button, then drag items. If they white, then your character can move them. If they're red, they are too heavy. While moving things is awesome, there is more awesome stuff. You can romance with the bear. Joking, everyone knows this, but you can take things. Yeah, you basically can right-click on almost everything and take it with you. Small apple? Take. Basket of fish? Take. Giant chest? Go in pocket. So why to even bother? Because taking apple is pretty basic stuff. You can just click it and character will pick it up. But sometimes you can find cool chest in the dungeon, but just don't know how to open it yet. Or maybe you need lockpicks to do so. So instead of going to the trader and back to the dungeon to open this chest, just get chest with you and make some chest room where you can go and open them later. And this ties into next cool thing. You can use boxes as item holders for inventory management purpose. When your inventory got a lot of stuff, there's hard to understand what's going on. So you can pick any crate, box, basket and use it as inventory manager. To do so, just get yourself a basket and then just double click it. It opened as another mini inventory. Very useful stuff to store some stuff. For example, you can use it as stuff I want to sell. And of course, you're very curious how I made this awesome tower. First of all, this tower got 1000 crates because I want to thank you for 1k subs. And if this video gets 10k likes, I will make biggest crate castle from 10,000 crates, or until my PC crash. So to do this tower, I used awesome thing. You can stack items. Yeah, basically you can make towers from many stuff. To do so, just try and move objects, then it probably will be able to stack on top of others. But why do you even bother to do so? I guess you want to play RPG and not Minecraft with castles. There is insane amounts of opportunities with this mechanic. So for example, you can make mini tower in advance of fight. This will create natural high ground for you, and you'll get advantage. Advantage will increase chances of hitting abilities and attacks, while making enemies attack disadvantage against you. Isn't that awesome? I guess not as awesome as building barricades. So this can make mini arena, or just cut runaway options for enemies. If you made this arena and don't know how to see your character, don't forget to press O button and be in tactical view. Or you can just stack them to climb on high ground areas, roofs of the houses, etc. You can stack 4 crates and climb on 2 crates. By the way, what do you think will happen with the tower after I take this crate out of with a whip? Go and write in the comments before I show you. While we're speaking about tactics, this is kinda known I guess, but many players can ignore or even forget about this tactical stuff. So, you can freeze liquids, mostly freeze water and blood, and that's create a lot of tactic opportunities. For example, you got strong big goblin and little one in front of it. You can one-shot little goblin with any ability and then use freeze spell on his blood. This will create slippery surface, and the big goblin can get prone after failing ability check when he runs at you. But what to do after enemy got prone on ice? You can melt it. So, after using fire spells, ice will melt and become water again. And that's very simple, but why do you need water? Isn't ice is just better surface when enemies stay on it? Technically, yes, but if angry goblin already prone, then he is lying on the floor, and when he gets up, there is high chance he will run at you finally. So after melting ice into water, you can electrify water. Yeah, just zap enemy that stands on the water, and it will make electrified water. This will inflict additional damage, and that could be difference between winning or losing fight. And while we went into the fights, let's jump onto some social and control stuff. But first, let's take this bottom crate out. Is physics in this game as good as water icing melting? So, wow, that was amazing. And look, it's potato, and potatoes don't lie. Did you know that you can play in multiple areas with your group? So, in Baldur's Gate 3 you have 4 characters in a squad. While basic gameplay goes with all squad move together, you can switch between them and move wherever you like. For example, one guy goes into one place and negotiate with druids, while another go and make alliance with the goblins. And other two just go straight into the dungeons to find some loot. It can be hard to not lose storyline progression with this type of play, but it can be useful in another thing. You can use this to make encounters different. So don't just rush with all your party into battle. You can sneak up into the location from different sides with your party members, while main character negotiating, for example. So here I came into some guys and start to talk. I'm alone. They could be my friends, but turned out they actually bandits and want to kill me. They think that I'm alone, but I can press switch character button inside the dialogue and control my other characters. So we already know that this guy is bad. We can sneak up from other side and another side, and just like that, encounter that could start from bad position and all party grouped up to take deadly fireball hit turned into ambush from our side. That's cool. Much cooler than my mistake when I built the tower at the first time. And don't forget, decision matters in Baldur's Gate 3. If you think that this Githyanki is bad person and you should not trust her, you can shove her off the ship. But you will never get her full story then, because she will lie on the ground after ship crash and won't be able to talk to you ever. If you want to use Speak with the Dead spell, of course. But that's completely another story. If you enjoyed this video, I guess you could like my other videos, especially one that describes different tactics you can use in a battle. See you in the next video's adventures!